In line.
Did you read that? They had a bunch of crooks back then.
All I have to do is buy the house.
They had a bunch of crooks back then.
This conference will now be recorded.
We'll begin with the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's get up this time.
Oh. Microphone back here. Thanks for letting Dave stand up this time.
I'm really proud of you. You call us appropriately.
No, not that one.
Now we got
This was grab
for
over
all the
that
discussion.
one. That's mine. There you go. Thank you. You need it. Internet? Oh, it's not quite long enough, is it?
Brad, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, we can hear you too. Thanks.
All right, welcome everybody to the special meeting, Marion County Commission, April 14th, 2022. Per the agenda, we will begin with an executive session. I move that we recess into executive session in order to discuss contract negotiations pursuant to KSA 75-4319B for item number 2, consultation with attorney-client privilege. Those present will be the commission, the counselor and clerk, and planning and zoning.
For the record, if I may, we object to this session being executive session. It violates the state open meeting law.
There are no other people attending this executive session.
Is Orsted going to be here by video?
No.
The motion was to include the commission, the county counselor, clerk, and planning and zoning director.
Your comments were noted, and
Well,
they are not included.
your
in this.
agenda says they're.
It does, and the motion does not.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Garring. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carried. And the motion is as,
I'm sorry, you did not say the length of time.
30 minutes. Let's go 12:05 to 12:35. Thank you.
1:05 to 1:35.
Someone teach me how to read a clock. 1:05, 1:35.
Okay.
We did second angle, we can't see it.
Thank you. It did look like 12.
No. With who? Or how?
What says down? With.
Okay, so we'll be back at 1:35.
1:35.
At when?
1:35.
You actually have.
This conference will now be recorded.
I guess I was a little speedy on getting the technology back. So you'll need to wait your 1 minute
It worked the
until
first time.
to come out.
Lights on?
Yeah, it's on, but we're a little early.
Oh.
Need a big digital
Okay.
clock.
Now you're good.
Yeah.
Digital clock countdown. Okay, we are out of executive session, no decisions made. Sharon, did you have anything? All right, we appreciate
Thank
your
you.
help today.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Tina, we'll move into administrative items.
Okay. I have a new early check. The early check that you approved for $50,000 for the purchase of the property was incorrect. So we have voided that check. We now have a check, because we're doing a formal closing, we had to make the check out to Security First, and actually amount of the check is $49,985.38 after the closing costs and taxes were prorated. So I'm looking for approval of an early check in the amount of $49,985.38 to Security First.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner
Sorry.
Walke, second by Commissioner Garring. Discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay.
I was staying.
Okay, we've got 4 in favor, 1 abstain.
go ahead and sign this, give them notice.
Yes.
Okay. That's all, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
We can do it again.
Yeah. It's back here.
I will just note abstain also.
Since it's just one check.
Okay. Related to that same topic, the closing is scheduled, I believe, for 2 o'clock tomorrow. So, we need a motion. Are you able to attend that?
Yes, I will be there.
We would need a motion by the board to authorize the chairman to sign any closing documents.
I'll make a motion to authorize the chairman to sign documents for real estate purchase at closing Friday, 4/15,
2 o'clock.
for 203 South Third at 2 o'clock.
Got a motion by Commissioner Garing, second. Second by Commissioner Becker. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carried 5-0. Have to reschedule Holmes' hair appointment.
Who was the second? I'm sorry.
Becker.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I have to get someone to take her. You don't mess with ladies' hair.
It's
Is that okay to say?
On the table, you have an engagement letter for Varney and Associates. They are doing our current audit, but we realized when they were here that we didn't have a current engagement letter for the 2021 year. So, what we paid for 2020 was $28,500, that she has reduced it to $27,500. This letter of engagement is for a 3-year period. You could approve just this current year, 3 years, or anything in between, I think. Just whatever you would like to do, but I do need a motion, a vote, and then a signature to go ahead with at least this year's audit.
Okay. Becker.
I'll make a motion to engage Varney Associates for 1 year
Okay.
at 27.5, what was that?
27,500.
27.5 for the 2021 audit.
Okay.
Are they, does this audit, the 3-year engagement, does it actually hold that price for 3 years?
Yes, I believe it does.
Wait a minute, if there's if a single audit is, okay, that's for an
That's-
additional audit, okay.
Right, we will likely have a single audit because of the,
ARP money?
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
We did have one last year as well because of Spark, so.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Free money cost.
Yeah.
Second by Commissioner Dalkey. Is there discussion?
Is there any way they increased the price on us because we didn't go for the full 3?
I don't think so, because there was no letter presented ahead of the audit for approval.
Okay.
So I think that's where you
I just want to
have
make
a
sure we're trying to
little-
lock it in and don't shoot ourselves.
Plus, there was also discussion last year about putting it back up for bids.
I think if the board does not decide to put it up for bids, that you may want to lock it in for the full term if you decide not to put it up for bids. But if you are thinking you're going to, then
Further discussion on the 1 year versus 3?
I'm leaning more to the 3 years, but I don't want to stop it.
So when do we put it out to bid?
It'd have to be next year.
it would, the time frame for that would be, you would need to solicit the bids in midsummer.
Well, I guess when it comes time next year, and they lowered it back to 27.5 this year, and if we made the motion when it comes up, well, since you.
They could
you
raise
go
it.
ahead and go for 2 more years then, that would, say you lowered it last year for us, and we figured we'd just stay there with you then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna stand in the way. I just lean more for the 3.
And the only reason I went for the 1 year because there was some questions and comments about the audit from last year.
Okay, any other discussion? Call the question, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carried 5-0.
Okay, so we're looking at 1 year
1 year.
for 2021, so I'm going to mark off the 2022 and 23 in here, and then we can look for a new, okay.
2 months.
All right, and who would the board like to sign this letter engagement?
Make a motion to authorize the chairman.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Garing, authorize the chairman to sign the letter of engagement. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Becker, discussion. If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carried 5-0.
Okay. Time flies when you're having fun. I thought we were on the 3rd year, but we're actually going on the 4th year already.
Crazy.
I know.
I thought, man, that doesn't.
Doesn't that seem, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
you're old as me.
We
5
paid
years
them
doesn't
for,
do much.
yeah. We
It all
started with
flies.
them in 18, so 18, 19, and 20 were the ones that we've already done. So.
Second half of my life went extremely faster than the first half.
Just wait.
That's 'cause
The
I'm
minutes take forever, but the days fly.
Look at your future board, your consideration for the discussion items under the bottom for the next meeting. I had a call that they're ready to start to rent on the building where our emergency equipment is, so just giving you a heads up on whether we, whether we start now or whether we're also looking at bigger money for other projects we are, so. Just get your thoughts together, so it'll be on the next agenda.
Okay.
Will they be here?
I don't think so, I didn't ask them to.
Or do they have a proposal or?
Well, yes, they do have.
Okay.
It's, I can tell you now, it's $300 a month, is what they're looking at.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Can we fix the doors and
We were
everything?
paying $250 for it before.
Yeah, that's what we was paying, $250. They're charging the recreation people or the exercise people $300, so that's why they come up with
Okay.
$300.
Okay.
Fair, same across the board.
Does the commission want to take action on that?
It's not on the agenda.
Or do you want to wait?
Let's wait.
Well, it's under administrative,
Oh,
so if
okay.
you decided that you wanted to authorize,
Okay.
you potentially could, or we could schedule it on the agenda
What's your
for
desire?
the 18th or the 25th.
I guess,
I hope we have a plan by the end of the year for a building.
Right.
And so I'd go ahead with it. If everybody else is okay with $300 a month, I'm okay with it.
Make a motion to proceed at $300 a month for the fair, for rental of the commercial building.
okay, we have,
Do we want that stated from them in a written?
we'll have to have Brad draw up a contract.
Yeah.
So we have a commissioner, a motion by Commissioner Garing, second by Commissioner Dalkey, to proceed with. the-
When do you start paying rent?
First
April or May?
of May.
Rent for the Fair Board meeting, $300 a month. Fair Board building, $300 a month, beginning May 1st. If county councilor work out a contract.
Sounds good.
Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. We appreciate the Fair Board's working with us
Yeah.
on this project.
They let us go fly rent free for a few
Oh,
months
yes,
too.
they did.
So it might be averaging out $250.
Oh.
Very good. All right.
I wanted to just make you aware, we have a draft calendar in place, which, for the bond issue. The list of projects and estimated costs, I'm gonna have to have that to bond council by April 29th,
Okay.
or after that meeting, so.
We have a work session scheduled the 25th, right?
You had it on the 18th.
Yes, we have the work scheduled on the 18th, so why don't we try and work that out on the 18th? I'll get a hold of Bryce.
Is that?
So
are we
either
having-
way, as long as I have it by the 29th.
Right.
What
so I
time,
can move
were we
forward.
having that after?
We were having that after.
Okay, because I was gonna say, the morning's gonna be a conflict. for
Right.
me.
And then, just so you know, I'm not gonna be able to be here on the 18th. I ended up having to have something scheduled that
Okay.
was not expected, so. Ashley will be taking that meeting. So.
Maybe we should reschedule our meeting.
Let's see. Right now, what's on the agenda for Monday is, admin, health department, the bid opening for the EMS planning and zoning, like the remodel of the annex building, county treasurer. I don't know what P&L is. I'm not sure what she means by that. The SCED appointment to the SCED board is on here, and then Road and Bridge Department business, and then county councilor, Road and Bridge work session in the afternoon.
Right.
So, after the meeting. If you, yeah. That bid opening, I've allowed 30 minutes here, but I don't know if it's gonna take that long. I don't know how many minutes.
Well, we
actually
usually
have.
need,
So.
we need some flexibility in there.
Right. So that's what's on the meeting so far.
Okay.
We have a meeting, April 25th and April 29th. Some of that time we'll need to have devoted for you all to do department head evaluations. We'll be getting their self-evals back, and so then you can work on those. But I'm wondering if on Monday, May 2, it might be possible to not have a meeting that day. That's the day before our conference,
Oh.
our statewide conference, and so I'm in charge of that
Sure.
conference this year, and I mean, either way, if you want to meet, fine, we'll make it work. Right now, the only thing on it is just our, like, regular business, like, well, register of deeds is their typical time, which,
Okay.
and then road and bridge, that's the only thing on it.
Tentatively try, if the commission's okay, tentatively try to keeping it down for nobody on there unless somebody has to have an emergency, then I'd be, somebody has to have something.
So reserve it for
Yeah.
an emergency or.
Yeah.
It's statutorily, what do we gotta do for that? I thought we were statutorily obligated to have one meeting a week.
We got 2 the week before,
Yeah, no, I just,
and we have,
Your meeting schedule is laid out in,
Just the dates.
in your resolution, and so I think just sending out a notice to those who request notice that there will be no scheduled
Okay.
meeting that day is sufficient.
okay.
The only thing I would have,
So many
there would be
meetings a
more
year.
department heads, and we could work on department head reviews. It wouldn't necessarily be so much business, but
It'd be a work session
it'd be
then.
kind of a work session.
And then
And
on
if
a
there
work,
is 1 or 2 items,
if there's a work session,
I mean, I don't know, will we have quite a few department head reviews to do by that time?
yes, I mean, you should have them all.
Well, that, if I remember right, last year, that took some time.
Yeah. That's why we try to do 2 days.
Yeah, you have it on the 25th and the 29th right now,
Okay.
so,
And if we need to, we can go.
I mean, we don't have to cancel the meeting, we could just make it a work session for you all if
Yeah.
you want, it's whatever you say.
Administrative business and then go to the work session. That way we technically have a meeting
Mhm.
because of administrative.
Is that acceptable to the commission? We'd keep the agenda light, but if we need to use it for department evaluations, we can.
Okay.
Does that?
That'll work.
That way Tina doesn't have to be here.
Yeah.
May 3 through 5, all of my staff members will be at conference assisting and receiving training. And so that is Tuesday, Wednesday, excuse me, that's not right. 4 through 6, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm gonna be looking at closing on those days, and I would advertise that and make it, and also post on social media, so.
Good.
Typically, when we do the conference, we split up and some go on some day and some go on the other days. This year, since we're running it, I'm gonna
Need
need
that
more,
all
Need
hands
all
on
your
deck.
help.
more help, so,
I think that's excellent,
okay.
as long as you're.
What's the conference
So-
at this year?
People know.
Yeah, so it's May, excuse me, I have the dates on this wrong, it's actually would be the 4th through the 6th. Several of us will be up there on Tuesday, but I won't need everybody's help until Wednesday, so.
Okay. Very good.
Salina, is that what you were asking, where
Yeah.
it is? Yeah, it'll be in Salina.
Okay.
All right. And we'll be sure and advertise. Okay.
There was an invoice in the yellow folder about the flashing.
Yeah, I just wanted you to,
Do you need any approval just because it's over 1,000?
no, I kinda had given you a heads up it was gonna be
Right.
expensive
Yeah.
because of having to get up so high.
Right.
Really, I just want you to be aware of what it came in at and
Yeah.
which would, you
Yeah,
know,
so-
and then also that the stone up there is not getting any better. And, you know, we had, there was a company that gave an estimate
Yeah.
when
Years ago.
Carol was still here, right
Yeah.
after she left, like 2014 maybe,
Mhm.
for stonework that needed to be done above the
Above the-
second level.
The second level, isn't it? Yeah,
So
above
just the
this
top
level.
of the building, and it was over $600,000. And so nothing has been done,
Yeah.
and it's not getting any better, so, anyway,
Well, wasn't the lower half a million or, I mean, 500,000, 500,000?
I really don't know. That was like right when Carol was leaving and I
Yeah.
was starting,
Yeah.
I don't really remember, I just know
But neither one of them.
it was pretty expensive, none of the upper,
Tuck Point or whatever.
limestone repairs have been looked at, so. And we didn't really have a formal bid or a formal RFP for that at the time, it was just, there was a guy that was looking at it and he said that's what it needed, so.
That company did come around though and photoed all of those monuments, things that's around the edge and all of that stuff, and showed us what was paid off and why some of that work was, and I don't know where that's all at, but it was,
Yeah, I don't
it was in pictures, too. They did a very nice job of showing us what needed to be done. Some of it was gonna have to be taken out, rebuilt, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that was right at the end of Carol's
Yeah,
term.
probably.
I'm beginning to be concerned that it's a safety issue.
Well, there is a few of them up there that's got pieces off, but, I mean, you know, it's fallen off already at that time, so I don't know what it's done since.
Well, the
since
flashing was definitely a safety issue, we've got that,
Yeah.
we
Right.
were able to
That's
get that
what-
taken care of, but
They survived the last couple of
I
months.
think it's more a
they're fine.
maintenance issue.
Sure.
Okay.
Put them all in our winds.
Is the commission interested in pursuing another request for proposals on?
Need to get a grant or something like that from the federal government.
Historic.
Historic grant.
It would be great if we could maybe start on that beginning of the year, next year.
Yeah.
Cause I can tell you that I will not,
Yeah.
the rest of this year is gonna fly.
Okay.
What one did we apply for, Tina? that you applied for?
The, Heritage Trust Fund grant.
Heritage Trust Fund.
We've applied for that a few times. We did get it one or two times.
Yes.
When Carol was here. We applied for it for the windows and didn't get it. We
Yeah.
applied for it for something else.
But,
Heard
and
a
that
lot
thing,
about those windows.
and that thing has to, yeah, that thing has to, be turned in early for in order for it to get, in order to get it on the list to get applied.
But if we could start like after the budget cycle, after the election is done this year, maybe
Oh,
start on it like
yeah, election
November,
this year.
December, looking into that,
Well,
that
we
would
got
be
up on our
great.
list courthouse repair. Let's try to target a date of that in December. to get-
Christmas.
Check that data for that trust fund, because I mean, we've had it before, and I think we were just trying too many right in a row, maybe.
Well, I know Isaac just recently missed out on that, remember that?
Is that the one he?
Seems
Yeah.
like it's March or something.
It seems like it,
Yeah, I think it was.
So if we start in November, December.
Yeah,
Okay.
that should time it out.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, I appreciate you bringing that to our attention.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some major stuff.
Funds.
Well, and research and time
Right.
to submit the application. It's not something you just sign your name and.
Yeah, and it may need to be a phased thing.
And then when we went to Concordia up there.
Clay
Center. Clay Center.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, we probably need to check with that guy again, see what they did, because they just had theirs done,
Right,
and it was a limestone.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it really looked nice.
Yeah.
We didn't go over and look at the specifics of what they did, but
Right.
it did look nice.
Right. Okay, we'll put that on our to-do list in December.
But anyway, that's where I just wanted to follow up on what it actually did cost to fix that, and
No
then
action needed.
no action needed, and then also just kind of get that on your radar that that stone up there is needing some attention.
Very good.
Okay. We did schedule, we are scheduling the department head budget presentations May 31st and June 1st. So that's what I was instructed, so we've started those those schedules.
Okay. Busy time coming.
That's.
Okay. And that's it for Tina. Anything else from commission? If not, I'm ready for a motion. to
I'd make
adjourn.
that motion to adjourn.
Motion, Commissioner Dodd, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Garrett. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. For coming in for the
I'm
special
scheduled to
meeting.
make it 2 o'clock.
There's actually quite a bit of
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for taking care
Got
of
people
that.
coming at 2 o'clock, so.
Email, I'll go ahead and respond to the call.